Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and today we have, as I expected yesterday, as I told you yesterday during the stream, the leaks of the new selection box. So we know what's coming. We also have the confirmed card from the structure, but they were actually kind of confirmed. So some surprises, as you may have seen from the thumbnail, and let's go right into it. But before jumping right into it, guys, just a quick reminder: if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So I'm here with this is the selection box that we got. Of course, the new cards. We don't know what are going to be the reprints of this, but we know that these are the new cards. Let's go through them. Bam! Magical Meltdown. Now this is scary, and I'm gonna tell you why. This is gonna make the invoked stuff so consistent you can't even imagine, and simply because now it's like playing 6 Alistair, and that's broken. Simply because 6 Alistair in a 20 card deck means almost having the chance of, you know, having a guaranteed Alistair in your starting end. I mean, guaranteed is too much, of course, but I mean, if you know what I mean. Like, this is insane. Magical Meltdown. When this card is activated, you can add 1 Alistair the Invoker from your deck to your hand. Also, this sounds like a protection from negation stuff and stuff that you can activate when a fusion monster is summoned, because this prevents your opponent from responding to effect that fusion summons, and so fusion those can be negated, and also your opponent's current effect cannot activate when a monster is fusion summoned this way. Dude. No, dude. Jeez, this is a 3 copies of, if you wanna focus on Alistair, honestly. These can potentially make even Shadow so good. Simply cause it's like playing, you know, more fusion stuff and guaranteed to your hand. I mean, to increase the chance of opening a fusion spell that you can use to send Shadow stuff to grave. Don't forget that you can use the invocation to fusion summon with the stuff from your hand. So that is really great, honestly, and wow, oh, really wow. Unfortunately, it's such election boxes, guys, so I don't think I'm gonna go through it. There's no hero stuff, so there's no reason for me to do it, even though I'm gonna tell you, I would love to be able to go and play the Magical Meltdown. Titanocider. This is the new Lost Wind. This is Lost Wind, but way better. Like, it's literally Lost Wind, but with steroids. Titanocider. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls that was special summoned from the extra deck, change its attack to 0, and if you do, negate its effect. Now, just from this, you can understand it's a better Lost Wind. So, from the targeting point of view, that's the same, because Lost Wind targets, these targets as well. These needs to be activated on a monster special summon from the extra deck, and so does Lost Wind. But then it comes the thing, they both are permanent effects, but these change the attack to 0. Not just cutting off. And trust me, this is huge, because in Duel Links, where life points are 4k or a maximum of 5k, this can mean literally to have lethal. So this can be an OTK card. This is very good in my opinion. And now it comes what's even more broken. This has a similar effect to Lost Wind, because it says, if your opponent special summon a monster from the extra deck while this card is in your graveyard, except the turn this card was sent to grave, you can set this card. But this does not get banished. So you can keep on doing this again and again and again. So Titanocider can come back each time. Now, there's one catch for this, and it's that you can't set this from the grave the turn you activated it. So it's kinda a little bit slower than Lost Wind, because if you activate Lost Wind and it goes to grave, and then your opponent special summon another monster, Lost Wind can come already back. Okay, while instead with Titanocider, you have to wait a turn before being able to get it back on the field. But for the long runs, I think this is crazy. Like, decks that are able to, prolong the duels, to be able to make the duel last longer. Well, this is insane. Like, even for stall decks, this is gonna be a nightmare to face, honestly. Literally a nightmare to face. And wow. Then we have Nadir Servant. This is for Fallen of Albat's Dogmatica stuff. Send one monster from your extra deck to the graveyard, then add one Dogmatica monster or Fallen of Albat's monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand, so you can actually recycle stuff, that has attack less than or equal to that sent monster in the grave. Also, for the rest of this turn after this card resolves, you can't special summon a monster from the extra deck. Okay, it's a normal spell card, so it's kind of like, a starter, I guess, to grab stuff to your hand, just to grab Dogmatica stuff as well. So, but the fact that he actually prevents you from special summoning from the extra deck, even though it's for the rest of this turn after, so actually makes sense. So, for example, in Fleur decks, you can do all of your stuff, and then you go with Nadir Servant at the end, so it kind of makes sense. Then we have Soul and Luna. Target one monster you control and one monster your opponent controls. Apply the following effects on each monster depending on its battle position. Face up, you change it to face down, you change it to face up. Interesting. Like, I don't know. Like, it's super good in, I guess, it's kind of like a Book of Moon, but I don't know if better or worse, because it depends. Maybe if you play flip effects, this can make sense. For example, this can make sense in Shadow, I guess, even though I'm not super sure about it, but this could make sense in Shadow, actually. But I don't think anyone is gonna go full money to get 3 copies of this. And then let's go to the SRs, Rescue Card. Oh, Nadir Servant will be limited 3 upon release. Interesting. A Rescue Card. You can send this card to the graveyard, special summon 2 level 3 or lower beast monsters from your deck, but their effects are negated. Also, they are destroyed during the end phase. This is basically a very good card for even Tri-Brigade, right? You can get this stuff, get a couple of monsters and start link summoning, I guess, with those monsters you just summoned. To level 2 or lower, interesting. Even, what's the name? Fabled can actually can fulfill this criteria. Interesting. Then we have Elder Entity Ns. Elder Entity Ns. 1 Synchro monster plus 1 Xyz monster. Okay, this looks perfect for the extra deck of any Fleur deck. Must be special summoned from your extra deck by sending the above cards you control to grave. You do not use polymerization. Interesting. Once per turn, you can special summon 1 level 4 monster from your end. Okay. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 card on the field, destroy it. You can only special summon Elder Entities once per turn. So the pop, it's not once per turn. So if you potentially can make this come back again and again, you can keep on pop card on the field. That's actually interesting to take into account. That's super interesting. I don't know where to splash this, actually. I mean, with the Fleur, it's super easy to summon this, because it's super easy to get both the Xyz and the Synchros. What other decks does this? That's the question. What other decks can Synchro and Xyz summon? Interesting. This could be a very nice deck, even though it's a selection box exclusive, though. Let's see. Usa the Heart Charmer, I mean, we know this stuff. Even though this could be very nice for Heart monsters, right? For Machine. The Machine Heart stuff. Makes sense. Another one of the familiar possessed archetype. Then we got Gizmek Uka, the Festive Fox of Fecundity. Each time your opponent normal special summon a monster, inflict 300 damage to them. Dude, this would be perfect against birds. Like, you summon this against birds, and they cannot do all their stuff. Like, they're gonna be dead by the end, before the end of the turn with this burn. Imagine having these and the ancient warrior guy that makes you pay taxes for everything you do. Jeez, if you have both, you just win by burn during your opponent's turn. Then this says you can use each of the following once per turn. If a monster is special summoned from the main deck, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. From the main deck. We try Brigade, this happens, which with other decks happens this. I don't know, actually, it's from the main deck. So let's have a quick look at the tier list. Heroes does not do it. Predablan does. Predablan does. Ghostrick does. Lililusk does not. Star Seraph, it's for the skill. It's with the skill, so they actually don't do it. Dragon Maid. Do Dragon Maid special summon from the deck? Not sure about it, honestly. You tell me, guys, because I'm not a Dragon Maid player. Infernoble Knight, not. Shadow from the deck, not, because they send the stuff to grave. They do not special summon from the deck. Oh, actually, yes, with Reshuddle Wendy. And Sky Striker from the deck? Not really. So, I mean, it can actually make sense. It can actually make sense, not gonna lie to you. And the second effect says, if this card is normal special summon, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, special summon one monster from your end deck, whose attack equals to its own defense, with the same attribute as that monster. So, to basically get another Gizmek monster on the field. Okay. Interesting, it's a level 7. It depends on the other Gizmek that we have, but it's a very expensive deck, unfortunately. And then we got, oh, Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. This is cool because I remember this thing can summon with an opponent's monster. Link 5, 3k, 4+ effect monster. You can also use one monster your opponent controls as material to link summon this card. So you need 3 monsters on the field, and maybe one of that has to be link 2, and then a monster your opponent controls. Wow, if this card is link summoned, you can negate the effect of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls. Like, this thing is so easy with the flare that spams the skill spams monsters for you, so... this link summon card is unaffected by your opponent's activated effects unless they target this card, okay? Kinda come back, you know. Everyone is playing Droplet and a Book of Eclipse, all stuff that does not target, but this needs to be targeted. That's okay in the end. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a card effect that special summon a monster from the grave, you can get the activation. I mean, it's pretty specific, but still super useful. This is a very good card to play, actually. Now we are in the meta where there are a lot of decks that can do this thing, that to spam so many monsters, that this is actually a thing that you should expect to face. So, wow, very nice. Amazement Family Faces, tag when a monster your opponent controls equipped with your attraction trap, equip this card rate and you can take control of it. It gains 500 attack, but it can't activate its effect. Okay. Small War. Oh! This is a normal spell. Reveal one monster in your hand, choose one monster from your deck that has exactly one of the same type, attribute, level, attack, or defense, and banish the revealed monster from your hand face down, then add from your deck to your hand one monster that has exactly one of the same type, attribute, level, attack, or defense, the same monster chosen from your deck, and banish the card chosen from the deck face down. Oh, literally, it's a card that can grab anything if you're careful on the card you have. I mean, makes sense. Like, for example, this could be another Searcher of Alistair, and you can just reveal one other spellcaster, either from the deck or from your hand. You just need a spellcaster in your hand, and with Small Word, you banish that spellcaster you have in hand, and you can grab Alistair. So literally, this could be perfect in a potentially invoked Magician Girl deck. Because they are all spellcasters, you reveal a Magician Girl, you play with Small War, and then you can grab Alistair. That's... wow, this is a crazy card. I didn't see it before, I guess it's already in Master Duel. I didn't see it before. This is a crazy card, actually. Because you can actually adjust this in so many ways. Like, you can also adjust for the attack or defense, the attribute. You can have a mono attribute deck, like all water or fire or dark. Dude, that's insane. And you banish the stuff face down, though. You banish the stuff face down, but this perfectly synergizes also with the Gizmek stuff as well. I think this is a Gizmek card, ideally, right? Because they all have the same attack or defense. So, makes sense. Wow. What a card. What a card this is. And then, probably the least interesting in the end, Arlecchino, Amazement Abomination. If you control an Amazement monster, you can summon this card from your hand, and if you do, I mean, not if you do. And then you can add one Amazement Family Faces, this card, from your deck or graveyard to your hand. To your opponent's turn, a quick effect, you can target one other effect monster on the field with more than 0 attack. Shuffle this card into the deck, and if you do special summon one Amazement monster, an Amazement Administrator Arlecchino from your deck, then change the attack of the targeted monster to 0. Interesting, honestly. Interesting. Especially because he searches this. It's interesting. You can't use this to OTK, like, as a trap when your opponent is attacking, because if you do this, I think you change the stuff on the field, the number of monsters on the field, so the attack gets, you know, kind of reset. So the least exciting. Then we have deck build box for Rush that I don't care about. These are the cards from the structure deck, Armenius Thunder. As you can see, the Armenius, the Crosskeeper, the Necro Godna, and the Overfusion. I think these are the new ones that we're gonna get. 2 new URs and 2 new SRs, but just with Crosskeeper here is gonna be crazy in terms of drawing, especially. Upcoming cards, Supply Squad, interesting. And Abyss Stingray. This card gonna be destroyed by battle. Skills, but for Rush, and that's it, I guess. That's just it. Let's have a quick refresh just in case we got more cards. No, so we don't know we're gonna get reprinted in the selection boxes, guys. But geez, this is very nice, very nice, honestly. I don't think he's gonna be like I don't think it's gonna be a really insane thing, like, you know, it's not like we have, I mean, something like Book of Eclipse or Book of Moon back in the day, or even Droplet. I don't think we have that level of selection box, because we have the Titanocider as a generic stuff, but again, I don't think this is gonna be as good as Droplet was meta impacting. Now, it's true that the invoked stuff can be splashed into almost any deck, but I don't know if it's gonna have that impact, honestly. About the stuff instead, this is gonna be a card you wanna have 1 copy of, 100%. Oh, jeez. This is gonna be super good as well. There are some crazy cards, but not broken staples, you know what I mean? I mean, this can be actually taken into account as a staple, to be honest. To, you know, make consistency go reach craziness level of crazy high levels. These can literally make any deck super mega consistent. 3 copies of this. This is one copy of, and that needs to be in decks that can literally link summon and spam monsters easily. This can potentially be even in birds, of course. So I don't know. This is for Dogmatica. This is the only staple, to be honest. I mean, these 2 are staples. Again, this is very good, but I don't know if it's the good level of Droplet. I don't think so. So it's kind of, you know, I'd expect more. I have to say that. I mean, I'm super happy for Magical Meltdown to be in the game. Actually, kind of sad because it's behind the selection box. But I expect them to release another broken stuff like Droplet, but they didn't do it. So I don't know what they have in mind. But still, guys, that's everything for today. These are the new cards. Of course, 2 more days. Actually, yep, almost. I mean, on the 12th. So today is Thursday for me. And on Sunday, we're going to have the new stuff. Stay tuned. This is all coming on the 12th of January, in 3 days. We're gonna make a stream on that. I mean, to see all of these cards whenever they are in the game. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Are you excited for this stuff? Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.